There you go. You're live.
Well, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because Pretty and Pooch missed out last week. And when today's a new year, so we thought we better catch up with folks because it is January 1st, 2025.
Crazy.
Isn't it crazy? I know me and baby brought it in right. We were in bed at 9:30. Woke up at 7 this morning. Woke up
I
to
was up all through the night.
Yeah.
He was asleep.
Pretty was up all night. All the fireworks and firecrackers going on around here had one of our dogs just terrified. And she don't like none of it. And she was terrified. She was huffing and puffing and panting and under the covers and just trembling, which she usually does. But even Pretty tried pulling a trick on her and gave her a treat that was laced with THC. And that didn't seem to do nothing.
I only gave her half a tablet. So
yeah, I know. I was wondering why she kept saying, I need some more dope. Give me another hit, mama.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But yeah, Pooch slept like a rock. Pooch woke up this morning feeling good. He had stuff to do around here. Pretty kind of took it easy. She had a little stuff to do, but it was our last day, or at least for me. Well, because she was off too, but it was my last day of being off work, and it feels like I've been off work for 2 weeks almost.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been off. I've only been off today, and Christmas, but I've been back at work already.
Yeah. I mean, just for me though, because it was broke up. I mean, I had Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I had PTO I had to kill. So yeah, I think I was done. I haven't been to work at all this week. So tomorrow's my first day back. But I worked one day last week, and that was day after Christmas, Thursday. And then I was off again. But we're glad to be back. We missed you folks, and Happy New Year 2025. Maybe want to catch up with our guests.
There's John Walls.
John Walls, howdy, sir. How you doing? Yep.
All right, let's see here. Marianne Bimler is here.
Whoa.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hiking with Jackie Boy Kevin is here. There's Joe Fix It For You. These guys were in way early, like at 5 and 6. Arlene, she topped in at 6:31. She says, Happy New Year. There is Southwest Living with Val.
Howdy.
She was here at 6:54. Linda Peterson hopped in at 6:58.
Linda?
Let's see. Did we already say hi to Southwest Living with Val? No. Yes.
Might have.
Southwest Living with Val.
I know there's
Melinda Dobson.
Howdy, Melinda.
She says, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, ma'am.
Susie Jacobson.
Howdy, Susie. How are you, ma'am?
There's James Hall.
James Hall, how are you, sir?
Melinda said, I woke up at 8:30 p.m., then out like a light again for me.
Yeah, I had no problem.
There's Brian, the Vineyard Farmhouse.
Howdy, Brian. How are you, sir?
There's 2 old people on a couch.
Mark and Debbie. How are you, folks?
And again, John Walls, one of our good friends. His name is, I call him Tracy.
Yeah.
But John. And he's my dance partner from a long time ago.
Glad to see you in here, Tracy.
And Glenn and Shannon Salty Life is here.
Howdy.
Happy New Year to everyone. There's Justin, Backroad Freedom.
What up, Justin? How are you, sir?
He says, hello, Mom and Pooch.
Yeah, here it is, January, and we'll be meeting up here pretty soon down there at the state park, going camping.
There's Peter, Old Man King Homestead.
Howdy, Peter. How are you? Happy New Year.
Leanne Gunther's here.
Howdy, Leanne. How are you, ma'am?
Leanne, I have a gift for you. I just have not dropped it in the mail, but it's coming. There's Rebecca, Touched by Yarn.
Good evening. Happy New Year, Rebecca.
And let's see here. Who else?
Try to see if my microphone sounded.
Yeah, mine's way down.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know why. I'm gonna flick this thing off the table one day. Yeah, it just don't want to do nothing. There you go. Yours did something.
Yeah, but if I push down on it a little bit, it'll flop down. So. Hey, there's Troy Sutton.
Hi, Troy. How are you, sir?
Let's see. He said he was just transferred to Lewis Gale Regional Hospital and advised treatment. Okay, we'll be praying for you. I'm glad you're in hospital care. But what's going on?
Yeah,
can you let us know what's going on, Troy?
Definitely hate to hear that, Troy. So he's in the hospital and was transferred. Good Lord.
But I'm glad you're getting care, because I
Yes.
think the last time you were on, we were all worried that you didn't have a ride to the hospital.
Most definitely.
So you have been in our thoughts and prayers for sure, Troy, and we'll keep you in our prayers.
No doubt we will. And actually, too, I got something to ship off to him here pretty quick. Actually, it's all together. But if you're holed up and getting treatment, I may just wait till you get out of there.
Brian says hello to everyone. So I think I'm down at the bottom. I'm sure people are busy. Recovering.
There's probably a lot of people that are recovering. You know, I didn't know if we should go live tonight or not, but since we missed out on last week, we thought, well, we better get in there and at least let folks know that Pretty and Pooch is still kicking.
Yeah, we're still kicking.
Although I did a couple videos this week, kind of kept the channel moving and alive. I did one today, got it up. Hope folks watched it. Did a little electrical work, so I was glad to get that done and out of the way. It's pretty good one too. Although, you know, taking while you're filming and all, it takes forever and a day. But I did get it done.
Hey, Thunderstick Unhinged.
Uh-oh. Thunderstick Unhinged. Howdy, Bowen. I think I like that though. I like the Unhinged. For sure. But how was everybody else's? What all went on with you folks?
Actually, I wanted to so you know, there's a lot of with the 2025 new year, a lot of people that have words for the year or goals. Some people have, what do you call them?
Resolutions.
Yeah, resolutions. I don't really have New Year's resolutions. I think I can make decisions to change anytime I want to. I don't have to wait till the New Year starts. But again, I'm an oddball. I've always been sort of different in that. But I feel like, though, I am in a place where I have been thinking and got my journal back out yesterday, got it out, and then I was invited to a group through the Bible app to read the Bible in a year, and started that today because I've been out on that. And but just some time to take advantage of this year and do things differently, maybe set some goals for myself, do things different. I think a year of self-care, for sure for me. So we have the link out. It's posted throughout the chat. It's not pinned.
It is pinned at the top. I pinned it at the top, but we can occasionally drop it in here. So
I guess it's pinned at the top. And then I also posted in the chat just a second ago. I copied and pasted it there. But if you have if you want to come on and share what you did for New Year's Eve or Christmas, or if you have a word or a New Year's resolution or some goals and you want to hop on in, you can just click on that link and we'll see you in the basement. We'll bring you on.
Yeah.
But do you have any, let's see. Okay. She says it is pinned at the top. Hey, looky there.
Here we go.
Good evening.
Hi, Brian.
Happy New Year.
New Year, Brian.
I got out here early, so I figured, and I saw that you had the link, so I figured I'd take advantage of it.
Heck yeah, it's good to see you. How are you?
Good.
Pop's good.
Yeah. Good. Yep, we made it through the holidays.
Good deal.
The nephews are coming on Friday, so we'll see.
Oh, that's right.
Hopefully they're not sick, because last year they got us sick.
Oh no!
All of it, the whole family, whole extended family got sick.
Nuts. Luckily, we avoided some of that. I think I haven't been sick, so
yeah, no.
But it's going around. We definitely know that.
Yes.
Hey there, all Johnny, and hiking with Jackie Boy.
Hey, yeah.
There's Amy. She's here.
Jacobson. Yep. 9 Acres Family Farm.
Howdy, folks. Welcome in here. So, did you have a big New Year's blowout up there, Brian?
Yeah, I blew out my recliner chair.
Yeah, so did I at 9:30.
I blew that sucker up. Hey there, Back Road Freedom.
It was Justin. It was, although all the fireworks that were going on around here was crazy, but once I go to sleep though, I'm done. I don't hear nothing.
Saw your video, Pooch.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Electrical.
Yep. Got a little electrical.
I always thought about that, and how would that work if you did a double male-ended
extension cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that way I can plug it in when we need it out there and take it out and roll it up and put it up when it's not in use.
You mean like you could plug in a toaster?
Well, yeah, you could plug lights. I mean, it's light duty. I mean, it was only mainly for the lights out there, but there may be a time for a fan or a vacuum, whatever, little drill or who knows what, but it's got a plug for an outlet.
I haven't seen the video, so I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Tish knows I like plugs.
Yeah.
But it was super easy, and I think anybody can do that. It was just an easy little deal there. But I'm glad you watched it. Thank you.
I always watch your stuff.
I know. Thank you too for doing that. I did another one too in the week too. What was that other one? What did I do my other video on this week?
I don't always
the shop disaster where I picked up the shop. Because that was chaos.
You got after that?
Yeah. Oh, that one. And then I did get my Christmas present, my toolbox. So yeah.
Wow.
I did a couple. I got to change out those other toolboxes still, though. I got all kinds of tools to transfer. I haven't got to that yet.
I don't know that I'm organized enough to have something like that.
I'm not.
I'd rather have a shelf with boxes on
it.
You saw what happened. Crap in a box.
You saw what happened to my crap in a box on the shelf, though.
I used to work at this manufacturing company, and you would do what you had to do with it, box it, and put it on to the next person. There you go. Box of crap.
Yep. Man.
Pass it on.
None of that. But I'm going to go through those other toolboxes, and because I've got tools that are 2 and 3 of the same, and I'm going to call through them. And there's a young lady at my work that's very handy and hands-on. And I was talking to her earlier week before last about it. And she just mentioned, hey, I need a toolbox in my garage. So I thought, well, I'll give you one. So once I got mine, and I sent her the pictures of the ones I've got, and I said, which one do you want? So she's getting one of them.
That's good.
Yeah. And I told her the one she picked is the one that was given to me on my 18th birthday by my dad. So
are you giving one away you got from your dad for your 18th birthday?
She'll take care of it.
Oh my gosh.
She'll take care of it.
I can't.
I mean, because the whole purpose of me getting that big one was to put stuff in and get rid of some.
But that's from your dad. What do you have? What else do you have from your dad? Because your dad is up in age.
I have some other stuff out there, and I've also going to get some stuff that was his dad's. So, yeah. Yeah, it was a hard thing for me to want to turn it loose.
I would not have turned it loose. I'm just saying. You might want to get the other one.
That's not going to happen this time, Justin, because they're going to have to pass the test before they can come around us. I don't care if you live in North Carolina and we see you only once a year. You ain't getting us sick.
Yeah, I see Dale too now.
That was bad.
Dale? Oh, hey, wait. There's Troy. He said lost use of legs and hands and muscle mass.
Oh no. Hey, I'm on my way to that too, actually. It feels like.
You lost your muscle mass?
Feel like I have.
Yeah.
Of course, my ankles and knees and all hurt all the time, so.
Poor Troy. Hi, Virginia.
Definitely. But Back Road Freedom and Kevin, I saw. Was Kevin up there a little bit ago?
Mm-hmm. Kevin.
Yeah, so yeah, us fellers are going to be down at Garner State Park.
The Gillums.
Here in a few weeks.
Jennifer Ocean Homestead's
That's
here.
Great. I'm happy for you guys.
What's that?
That's great. I'm happy for you guys to go.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to go down there and do some winter camping. Probably be iced in down there.
You mean a whole 70 degrees?
Who knows what it'll be like in a few weeks? I know here right now it's supposed to be warm, and then some cold's coming here in the end of the week, I believe. So.
Hey, look at that. Joe had a roasted ham, cherry fluff, and some ginger ale. Hey, Brian, did you eat your fruit cake?
It was gone before the next day was up.
Did you have help?
It was good. Well, yeah, my dad had a couple pieces. I think my mom had a couple pieces too. It was just a bar about that.
Oh, okay.
About a foot long and 2 by 2 or less.
Gotcha.
But it was good enough.
Heck yeah.
I don't know that I'd go out of my way for fruit cake, but it was good.
What about eggnog? Have you thought about tasting that yet?
No, haven't done that yet. It just sounds gross. I don't know. I mean, I could be totally wrong if I were to actually try it, but sounds like blended up egg.
Blended up milk and little rum in it, maybe.
Some nog.
Yeah, and some nog. Whatever that is.
How many nogs
yeah. I need to look up, see what nog is.
You do.
How many eggs came from that nog?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm just wondering what nog is. Somebody look up the word nog.
Does it have wings?
It is.
I don't know, but it was good when I was a kid. With
kind of like an iota. What is an iota? And how many did you give this week?
I always give I don't give not one iota, and that's minuscule to anything is what an iota is. So in other words, I don't give a nothing about nothing.
What do you give an iota about?
Not much anymore.
Recliner chair.
I know.
I don't give an iota about anything really anymore.
You didn't?
No. I don't let nothing bother me, nothing get to me or anything. What good's it going to do? Just carry on.
Hey, there's Lori's prepping for heaven.
Well, I'm going to get down and let other people come up. I just wanted to pop up here and say hi.
You're on here in a little bit, aren't you?
Yep.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Central.
Yeah, I think it was MT Homestead that wasn't going to be on tonight, correct?
Oh, they're not.
I thought
they're not. They had a post that they were not going live tonight, so we can go extra long.
It might go extra long then.
Why don't we meet in the middle?
Yeah,
we can.
Yep.
What time is it?
It's 7.
So hop off at 8:30.
Yep, and then Brian
you can
pick up at 8:30.
You can have it.
Heck yeah.
No, we can meet.
Well, then there's no hurry for me to leave.
Yeah.
So Brian, do you have any resolutions?
Not to have any.
That's right.
Not to have any.
Well, I always try to start losing weight. I mean, one time a year or one period of a year, I try to lose weight. And then I enjoy the next part of the year gaining back. So it's a half and half.
I get that.
By the time I get to the Mid-America meetup, I'm going to be as low as I'm going to get. And then after that, it climbs.
That's right. Mid-America meetup is in May. Did you get your spot yet? Or
I want to talk to you about that privately.
Okay. All right.
Just like we did last year. So we can get it situated. Yeah. So anytime you're ready, let's do it.
Okay. Well, we have a spot already. So
that's fine.
If you're getting a spot or if you just want to join us in ours.
No, I don't want to join you in yours. I want to get my own spot, but I want to make sure we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Glenn and Shannon Glenn said, I wouldn't know what to do with myself if all my tools were easily accessible. I'm used to having to move several things out of the way to get to a toolbox I need.
Well, that's what it was getting to out there. So that's why I'm kind of clearing out and straightening up.
But see, I'm like kind of like that, and like Brian, like and at work too. It's so funny because the other girl that works at the front desk with me, she knows that my stuff is scattered, and that is the way I can function. Yeah, that's the way I operate. I have to. Everything is scattered everywhere, and then I tidy everything up whenever she takes her shift over and put everything away. But I'm like that pretty much everywhere. Stuff is scattered, and not to be a messy person. It looks messy, but it's not because I am a messy person. I could actually be a little bit too much of a neat freak. Yeah, I know where it is. I see it. There it is. If it's tucked away, I'm out of sight, out of mind.
I have it in my mind to be a neat freak. I just don't do
it. Well, they say that that people that are geniuses are messy. So there you go.
Wow, yeah. I must be a major genius.
What were you saying?
My stuff is somewhat scattered, but then again, I know where it is too. But I do get on a tangent where I'll pick and clean it all up. But the thing of it is, for me, is I'm going to use it again, and I'm going to set it out, and it's going to sit there until I pick it up most of the time. But I try to keep the stuff put up.
Did we say hi to Johnny and Lori Prepping for Heaven?
We did say hi to Lori Prepping for Heaven. Johnny Gillam's Farm is here. Virginia Alexander. Heather got some snow.
Man, I wonder if we're going to get any ice or snow.
Oh, is it Troy's birthday?
Is it really?
Happy birthday, Troy.
That's right.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hey, there's
Saw that on Facebook. Said hi. I said happy birthday to him on Facebook.
Well, happy birthday, Troy. You're in everyone's prayers.
Yes.
For sure.
And Dale and Nana, good to see you guys.
Yep, good old Dale and Nana.
And there's
Heather Landstrom.
Yep,
Heather and Chris. Good to see you, sir.
He said he went to see the movie Homestead. Was that any good? Homestead.
Texas Raider. I've never seen that one before.
Yeah. Who? Homestead, the movie?
Or Texas Raider?
Texas Raider.
Oh, yeah.
Is he a movie?
No, I've just got turned on to him a few weeks back, actually.
Did you ever get his email?
I did.
Receive it?
Yep.
Oh,
we texted each other. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe he's had some luck finding that stuff.
Who else?
Dale's on here.
Oh, Hiking with Jackie Boy. He makes his own eggnog. So where do you buy the nogs at?
Yeah. What is nog, Kevin?
How many nogs did you get?
Oh, wait. Hey, looky here.
Howdy.
Hi,
Hey there. How you doing?
Welcome in. How are you, sir? And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. I'll have a cohort eventually. I don't know.
Awesome.
She had to go run on an errand. She'll be right back.
Gotcha. That's cool. She'll be in here pretty soon then. That'll be just fine.
How was your Christmas and your New Year's? What'd you do?
It was great. We did Christmas with my mom and then my dad, or my dad, then my mom, and with our middle child, and then our oldest and the granddaughters. We got to see them a couple days later because they were in Branson the week of Christmas. And our youngest hasn't made it back from him, and his girlfriend won't be here till the 15th of January from North Carolina. She's going to UNC and the way that their schedule worked out. But he's kind of upset because one of the senators from Kansas got a hold of him right before Christmas and has tickets for the inauguration. Well, he's going to be here. So he's trying to figure out what to do because he really wants to go to the inauguration.
Oh wow, yeah.
But
a little bit of a dilemma.
yeah, it is.
It'll work out.
But
yeah, well,
he's my history, but he's our history buff, and that's like really his scene. And but he also has non-refundable tickets. So
right.
I see.
I'm gonna put it down. You guys stay on as long as you want. I'm not coming on until 9 o'clock. Or
Okay.
like always, my regular standard time. Okay.
We love you, Brian.
Yep.
Love you
Bye,
guys.
Brian, bye.
You have a good evening. Or
You
too.
I'll see you in a little
See you
bit.
soon.
Bye.
Yes.
yeah.
So do you guys
and
have
then
New
New Year's? We were big party animals last night for New Year's. We went over to my dad's and we played pitch and drank tea the whole night. So
like us? We partied hard.
We partied hard. I think 4 o'clock we were, or was it 3:30? It was 4. We ran and got us some Chipotle and thought, let's go get it before the idiots are out and about and we can get back home. And then we were home and just heck with it.
I think I took a nap before it was time to go to bed, didn't I?
You probably did. Yeah.
It's only like 7 or 8 miles through the nowhere gravel roads and stuff from my house to our house to his house. So,
Not bad then.
No, but it still was like 1:30 before we left there. It was almost 2 o'clock before we got home,
Wow. You guys
and
did.
by the time you get wound down, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I think the last time I looked at the clock, and then my mom calls me at 7:45 this morning. Want to know if I was up and around and already working on 5 or 6 projects. And at 10:30 we had to go. Her mother, my grandma, is we have her. She lives in a nursing home because she has very advanced Parkinson's. And today she's a New Year's baby. Today she's 85 years old.
Nice.
Aww.
85.
Well, happy 85th to her.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. And like you, my mother called me at 8 o'clock this morning too to see if I was up and at it. Of course. As I was trying to do that video I put out today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I had to cut it. I had to cut a break in there to allow her to chat with her and to. She says, "Well, I'm bringing some stuff," and so she did. There's Nana.
She eventually showed up.
I'm here.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
I'm good.
Happy
I just
New
made
Year to
me
you.
a pineapple smoothie.
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
Yeah, it does.
I'm thinking I need some coffee.
Ugh, I didn't make
Oh
any
man,
coffee.
this late at night. Yeah.
Oh, I'll drink coffee late
He'll
till
drink
midnight or after.
Coffee until he goes to bed.
Clear up until that would be the last thing I do before I go to bed. Drink
Yeah.
a cup of coffee. But
And then it doesn't affect your sleep or
no, I sleep like a baby then.
wow. Lisa, do you sleep through the night?
No.
Me either.
No,
How
I
solid? What
can-
time do you go to bed, and how solid do you sleep? Like a couple of hours and wake up? Or-
I can go to bed and here lately I've been going to bed at 10 o'clock.
Because you haven't been we both work for school, so we're
Yeah.
both,
Off
right now.
Yeah.
I'll go to bed about 10 o'clock, between 9 and 10, and I'll sleep till about midnight, 1 o'clock. Then I'll wake up when Dale comes to bed, and I'll go back to sleep. And every single morning between 3 and 4 a.m., I'm awake for at
Sounds
least
familiar.
an hour. and then when my alarm's supposed to go off at 6 o'clock, I'm tired again.
Yes, that is my exact sleep schedule. I'm not even kidding. That is exactly. I can go to bed.
I've just decided
10,
yeah,
Yeah.
up at midnight. Sleep.
it's a pretty
wake up.
thing, I think. These
Yeah.
pretty girls. I don't know about them,
Yeah. But me, I'm out. I don't know, hear, or do know nothing.
Well, that's me. When I finally do go to sleep, like
Nothing can wake him
you
up.
could drive a truck through the bedroom. I'm not going to know it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And me, a mouse could fart outside and I could hear it. I hear everything.
and see, it's kind of like, 4th of July, New Year's around here, and the guns shots are crazy. And
Really?
I hear them up until I go to bed, and then I'm out. And our poor dog that just hyperventilates, and she just can't stand it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
It's so sad. I was awake with her, just trying to pet her and calm her down, and she was shaking, and I'd given her a little half of a pill,
THC,
to calm her down, but it didn't do anything. She's just a nervous, scared wreck.
Mm-hmm. She sure is, but she was pretty tired today too, actually, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
It must be a little dog thing, because Boss is the same way.
He's terrified.
Like, he is all I got to do is pick one up, and he just instantly has a panic attack. You know?
Yep. Yep. So this was.
On the other hand, the bird dog out there, me and him went and chased some quail birds today, and as soon as he see me come out the door, he was bouncing off the side of the pen like, all right, Dad, let's go.
Heck yeah. He knew what was up.
Yeah.
So do you guys have do like a word for the year, or I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I try to think of something I can work on and work on myself, or do y'all do anything like that?
I saw a post on Facebook that I had just shared. I said, my New Year's resolution is to give more hugs. What was it? Give more hugs. Oh, there's something else, and spoil my grandkids.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, how could you do more than what you already do?
Yeah, there you go. Probably right. I don't make up nothing either, really. I mean, I like she says, though, I'll try to work on something of myself, maybe. But
I mean,
drink more water. That'll probably be one of my things. I was really wanting to do the carnivore diet.
Why don't you?
I still might do it, but I have some problems with it because there's a lot of vegetables that I like to eat.
We tried it. I am a carnivore. I mean, I'm a meat eater.
Me too.
But it's really hard. Yeah. It's like harder than like I can do the keto thing pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Keto I can do easy. That going full carnivore was hard.
Yeah.
I could see it being. That's why I'm reluctant to step into it. It wouldn't last very long, I don't think, for me.
Well, then you're setting yourself up for failure.
Well, right.
You think.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if I could go forth with it.
Yeah.
I know one thing I want to do this year is I want to stop drinking Dr. Pepper. That's my weakness.
It's like me with Diet Coke, but
yeah. I want to try to quit doing that. And today I've been good. I have not drank any today. So
wow.
You haven't been anywhere other than to go see Grandma.
So I haven't had any Dr. Pepper today.
She hasn't had a chance because it's like 30 miles to a Dr. Pepper, you know.
Oh. Well, that's
miles.
One thing.
Oh, I guess there is a gas station.
Yeah, but that's one thing. There's always some Diet Cokes here most of the time. I usually keep some out in my shop fridge when I know she's not going to have any in the house, just so she'll have some.
Now I'm kind of that way with Calm Down. I got to have like a couple stashed in my truck, a couple in the freezer. You know,
always. Hey, that was one of my Christmas presents from her. Was a log of Calm Down.
Really?
I was rather shocked too to see that thing when I opened it up.
I was shocked I bought it.
Yeah, me too. but I gladly took it. That meant I didn't have to go, make sure I had a cushion there, knowing, hey, I got a whole roll in the house.
Tish, when you bought it, did you tell the lady or the guy? Did you say, "Man, I really like this flavor. It tastes the best"?
I should have. No, I'm such a slow thinker when it comes to saying something funny.
I'll
but
do something, and then later I'm thinking, oh, I should have said that.
Exactly.
Oh well.
And I know Val, Southwest Living with Val, she tried to challenge. She challenged me to the carnivore deal, and I did really good for about 3 weeks, and then it went downhill. And she said several times that if you can make it past 90 days, like all those cravings for everything else just leaves you. But
ooh, that'd be a rough 90 days.
That 90 days would be.
So how was it like the first 7 days or so? Because I believe
first 7 was easy because it's something new and exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But did you feel any effects of that during the time?
Yeah, like I have a lot of really bad inflammation and joint pain, low back, herniated, like herniated disc and stuff like that. And a lot of that was getting way better.
Ooh.
Now see that's I have the same issues, and I'm wondering if that would help me out any.
But when I started, the one reason why she really pushed hard on me was I was talking about on one of the lives that like my elbow, like I couldn't move my arms because my elbows hurt so bad, and she's like, this will help. And by the end of about 2.5 weeks or so, like I made the comment to Lisa, I'm like, my joints don't hurt like they normally did. And she made a comment another time. She's like, you can get up and down and stuff easier than what normal,
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is it about that? Why? What do y'all know?
The sugar is really hard for your joints.
Yeah.
Really leads to a lot of inflammation. And then they also say that the carbohydrate load from all the vegetables that we eat is really hard on it.
Yeah.
Hi, Lori.
Lori.
Howdy, Lori.
Hi, Lori. I didn't see you down there.
Welcome in.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Nice. But yeah, that's.
How are you?
Oh, we're good. We're talking about the carnivore diet and just trying to decide if we have.
Sorry, it's my daughter.
Who's got resolutions that they're making or whatnot for the new year?
I made a resolution not to make resolutions.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I think that's
99% of the people that make resolutions never keep them anyway.
I seen a commercial. I was between because I don't have the paid YouTube, I just have free YouTube. And there was a commercial, an unskippable one. And they were talking about that January the 21st is called Quitter's Day.
Yeah.
Because that's when most people quit their resolution. Like 90% of the people quit their resolution by that point.
Yeah, yep. I saw that commercial too. Actually, I saw it on TV though. And that's talking about not paying for different stuff. We ditched satellite years ago. And I think the only thing, I think Tish has got Netflix, and then I actually buy the YouTube Premium just so I don't have to have the commercial. That's the only thing that we buy or I purchase. And if I was to have to watch YouTube with ads and stuff in it, I'd go crazy.
Yeah. Well,
it does drive me crazy.
It drives Lisa crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, she doesn't even pay attention to it most of the time. I'll be like, get up and go to the other room to go do something, and the commercial be on the YouTube on the TV. Well, and I'm like, skip the commercial. And she's like, oh, I didn't even know there was a commercial on.
Well, if it's something I'm interested in, they drive me crazy. Otherwise, it's just noise, background noise for me, and it don't bother me.
Because you know how it is. When it starts playing, if you let one play for an extended longer, then it just gets them longer and longer. And then you get more of that type of a commercial,
Yeah.
They figure if you're going to watch them, we're going to throw more at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness for the folks that do watch them, because that's where some of the revenue comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
YouTube.
Oh.
Premium. Commercials. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Lori, how are you? Sorry, I'm kind of late and I was took a call from my daughter, but how was your Christmas, your New Year's or your New Year's Eve rather, and do you make your own eggnog?
I haven't made eggnog in I don't even know how long, probably 30
Is
years.
nog hard to get a hold of?
Yeah. That's the big question.
Definitely.
I'm wondering what wondering what nog is.
You have to be very, very quiet.
Oh, wait, quiet. We're hunting nog.
Just sneak up on him.
Man, yeah.
How was your Christmas?
My dad used to make great eggnog. He really did.
I love
we
eggnog.
were
I've never
kids.
made it, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do too. In fact, I hadn't even thought about it. And I think I might have to put that on the shopping list for the next time Jerry goes out shopping.
Uh-oh. Yep. Make a fresh batch.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I can't drink it. Now I'll eat some buttermilk pie though. I love buttermilk pie.
I don't know what
never
that
heard of
is.
that.
Oh my god!
I've never had that.
Oh, it's so good.
You're not missing anything.
It is good stuff. Mm-hmm. I haven't had. Now I've really only had one person that can eat store-bought buttermilk pie. Is not worth a crap. But old
that's
excuse me.
Nothing. No, keep going. I was just going to say that's typical of most pies. Anything store bought is.
Yeah.
But one of my friends' grandmother used to make it, and I was in my late teens back then too when she'd make, and we called her Grandmammy, and man, she could make a good. But that's where my like for buttermilk pie came from.
Was that old Mammy's mammy?
No, it was my friend Kurt. Old Mammy's mammy.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So yeah, but good buttermilk pie. Heck yeah.
Hi, Corfell.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Did anybody watch the Texas Longhorn game today? Well, I don't know. There's probably not any fans in here, but that was a good game today.
No,
I don't do football anymore.
I was too busy. We had another project between my grandma's birthday party, and then chasing after them quail, and then we had a project to get done and chores. Mm-hmm. We really didn't watch much of anything.
No.
Got to watch your new video about the shed, and got some ideas there on what I want to do.
I saw your comment in there, and I thought, hey, Dale watched it, and because I watch your shed work when y'all are working on y'all. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was super easy if you want to just have some power out there to it.
I've got a little something on plan for the shed to light up the situation in there that we got to record maybe tomorrow if the weather's nice. We're supposed to get that. I mean,
we're not sure if we're kind of on the line where it's either ice or rain. We're not, if it shifts any one way or the other.
The weatherman's like,
it's going to depict what we're going to get.
He's like,
if it goes 50 miles this way, you'll have just rain. If it goes 50 miles the other way, all ice.
We could have the ice storm like what we had 20 years ago again, where power was out for 18 days.
I'm hoping for just rain.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Not at all. Lori, where do you live?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Is it cold there now, or what's the weather like?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is right now. It's probably in 40-ish.
Oh, she's warmer than we are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been, well, for a couple of weeks there, we had nothing but 20s and teens.
30. Feels like 25.
down in the single digits at night.
Oh, my word.
That was
what
not
they're
fun.
talking about
to
for
get down
us.
to here.
They said for the next 2 to 3 weeks, that's going to be our weather.
Yeah, we're expecting some cold coming here I think next week actually.
We're calling it an Arctic blast.
Yeah, that's making me. I need to get out and do a little camper winterizing before it catches up to me. I don't want to have no busted lines in it.
Oh no, that would not be good.
Dropped today was.
I saw that.
We winterized our pop up, which of course
we don't have water.
We don't have water to worry about, but we got rodents to worry about. So we took care of that problem.
Did y'all do a video on that today?
Yeah.
Yeah. It dropped
okay. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. I gotta watch it.
Yep.
I know I'll probably do a video. It's doing video.
Definitely. When you winterize your camper, you definitely need to, because our plan is to have one like that, and I need to see, you know what I mean?
I'm wanting to use it again. I'm not going to take it down there to when we go to Garner State Park. We're going to truck bed camp. Actually, I'm pretty. I've told her. Are you going? Still going to go?
It depends on the weather.
If it's freezing cold, you're not going. I mean,
I remember watching the last one, and you're going to have to record it if she goes again, because I literally was on the floor laughing at the first time you guys spent the night in the truck bed camper.
It wasn't bad though. That soft topper on there.
It wasn't bad.
I mean, we went through that storm, you know, so it wasn't bad. But I have a little like a Mr. Buddy heater that I could put in there that'll keep us warm, and the wind will be off of us. It'll be fine.
It's just getting dressed, like getting ready. And it's not getting ready for anything other than just the elements, the weather, whatever it is. But it's just like trying to get dressed in there.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I know that.
Getting dressed
in a tent,
getting dressed halfway up and halfway down.
Yeah,
laying in the bed camper that's tough.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if Pooch can do it, and he's a lot taller than I am, I shouldn't complain.
I just lay and try to pull up my britches and all of that, and then slide out to the end, throw my shoes on. So
I'm not a sweatpant wearer, but something like that, you kind of need some pajamas or sweatpants to make it easy.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I don't care. I'll roll out of there in my skivvies and.
Well, that's me.
Yeah. If anybody's looking and watching, I mean, that's their own fault.
Hey, they should just be glad that we didn't charge them for the show.
Right.
That's all.
Exactly.
Lori, do you do much camping, or have you done in the past? Or
we used to do some camping, but I haven't been in 15 or 20 years. We used to go every year to upstate New York to a folk festival. And it was for a whole weekend thing. And that was fun because everybody from all over the place would go there, and we'd all sit around in the campfire at night and sing and pick guitars and
I love that.
Every other instrument you can think of, and just all play music together. It was fun.
Oh, I bet. That sounds real fun.
And
speaking of camping, are Dale and Nana, are y'all going to the Mid-America meetup this year?
Mid-America, the weekend that they picked is
his graduation weekend.
Graduation weekend for my work. It's kind of like the reason why we didn't get to go to Jan's last year, because that's the weekend of our graduation. So
we won't.
I'm contracted to be there. So
sure.
We'll be at 10 Killer.
We plan on 10 Killer.
We plan on going to Jan's this year.
What's what's the 10 Killer?
Listen to Social Bug over here. I couldn't even get her to hardly go to the very first one ever. And now
I didn't know anyone, and I was terrified.
But speaking of 10 Killer, who's hosting that one?
Johnny and Christina were already talking about it. I know that the pavilion's already reserved, the weekend, everything. It's the last weekend in April, and it's the weekend of the 27th.
Oh man, I hadn't heard about that one. I need to probably.
Well, the plans haven't really. They said that here now that the holiday season's over, now is when they're going to start meeting and getting all the plans together.
But, okay. Yeah, because I'll need to know so I can be ready for that one too. That means April and then May, right? Because May is 2 times headed up there. All right.
And then Jan's is in June, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Jan's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And hers is up there in Missouri, right?
Bomb to Tear. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd make that one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
That'd be a long trip for you guys.
Yeah.
It
would be for sure.
Like a lot longer than us to go to Pinecone Fest.
And that's a long trip.
A lot longer.
Yeah. Man, I love the Pinecone though. That one's always fun.
We plan on,
more so just for the relaxation there.
Yeah. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we're going there again.
Heck yeah. I'll go there just to go. I know Brady would too, actually.
That's our favorite. That's our favorite one.
We like 10 Killer a bunch.
Yeah.
But something about, it's a long trip for us to go camping, it's quite a ways away. And so it's a fun adventure.
And pulling that camper that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny you're talking about camp. Literally the weekend before Christmas, we both said, if we didn't have a tent trailer pop-up, we would be camping
right now.
So you were talking about resolutions, Tish. That's kind of, I don't have really a resolution, but I got a goal by the end of this year. I want to get rid of 2 tent trailers and trade them in for a hard side small one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it is so much fun. I mean, it's just I've just worked so much weekends and I work a lot, but it is fun.
Yeah.
It is so much fun to go camping and
just get away.
Yeah, it really is.
And if you're looking for one, do like I did on that one. I bought that as a repo. So
yeah,
I got a good deal on it.
You did.
Yeah, I got a real good deal on it. But in the time before, I had a much bigger one, and knowing that the weight of the big ones, it had slides, and I just didn't want to have to deal with all of that. I wanted something really light that I could carry, pull, and not cost as much to maintain. And that was my soap. And it's just the 2 of us. So, I didn't need a 30-foot camper to try to haul.
No, that's us. Our goal is to find one that's like a 16-foot.
Yeah.
16 to 17 foot. Something my half-ton has no problem pulling. Not a whole lot of setup.
Cora said she'd be interested in your pop-up, Dale.
Okay. We actually have 2 of them, and we haven't really shown a lot, but that's going to be some content we're going to work on. Is we're going to do some camper remods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's one thing I'm wanting to do to that one is pull the dinette out and put a couple chairs there, I think, because we won't sit at the dinette hardly. We have because it's there, but I don't like it. But anyway, I'll probably do one on that too.
Yeah. Well, the other one we have is like double the size of the one that we use. It's a twin axle.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's like 14 foot, just the box, and it has a king and a queen and another queen. And it's a big guy, but the cables are broke on it. So we got to replace the cables, and the people that we got it from, they tore the counter out of it. So we got to put a countertop in.
Yeah.
They were in the middle of remodeling it, but.
And so you're picking up on somebody else's project then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Which they basically just did the tear out. They really didn't go back to, so it's kind of an open slate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But.
Interesting. That little one I've got is just under 3,000 pounds. So it's a light one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. You know.
Now, Lori, what do you do for fun? I don't know you well. What do you do for fun? What's fun?
What's fun?
Mm-hmm.
Well, lately it's been playing around on YouTube.
Lori's become the live queen. I mean, she's on all hours of the night. Like, all the time.
Okay, Lori.
I have.
Lori and Chris from Texas Raider the other night were on live from like 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
no way.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Wow. There's no way I could go that long, I don't think.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Heather from Heaven's Fire was with them.
Yeah, wasn't Heather from Heaven's Fire? Wasn't she on there too?
Yeah, she was there too. And she kept saying she was tired. She was going to go to bed. She said that for like 4 hours straight. She'd get quiet for a while and we'd say, well, maybe she actually dozed off. And nope, she'd come right back and say, oh, I'm still awake.
Wow.
I couldn't do that. No way.
No.
There's Opequon Homestead.
Opequon Homestead. Welcome in.
Dakota and Shayla. What's going on?
Hope you folks had a good Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you, Linda.
Scroll through the chat.
Tell stories, sings, and hoot, and is a hoot.
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, I'm pretty good about anyway. When I'm about to go to sleep, I'm done. I'm getting off, going horizontal, and being out.
Yeah.
It's starting to become fun to do the poll case. When you're done on your live, you just like start telling a story, and midway through the story, you just hit the leave button and just you're gone.
You leave the story unfinished.
When I'm done, that's what I'll do. I'll just be like, one night I was on with, I think, Troy or Trey's from Our Louisiana Life. I was on there, and pretty soon I just went like that.
I was gone.
They were talking, didn't even notice, and poof, I was gone. They're like,
and he was gone. It was like, and he was gone.
Yeah, that's about what I would do then. I ought to start doing that.
Hey, there's Tristan.
Well, there's Sonny. What's going on, Sonny?
You know, I do that, but I do that like in person. I do it on like
you just walk away. Huh?
Yeah, I'm just done. So I don't. It's not to be rude, but I'm just like, I'm done.
You know, when Dale gets on lives and like right now, if I get tired, I'll just get up and go.
Nana just disappears. Pretty soon, I'm like, where did she go?
Where'd she go?
I'm thinking like she went to go, see the cottonwood tree or something, go to the indoor outhouse, and she'll be back any minute. And pretty soon I'll be sitting there and it gets quiet. Like I quit talking and I can hear the sawmill running in the bedroom at the other end of the house.
Yep.
That is so funny. I do the same thing.
Yeah, I think you actually just turned and walked away from Brian one time.
I did, but not on purpose, or I just. And it was funny because he noticed, and he was like, "Well, bye, Tish," and then I stopped and I thought, "Oh, bye."
Yeah, she just turned and walked off.
Yeah.
You're kind of the opposite of me. I kind of get to the point like I'm like, I need to go do something else, but I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know how to end this and without like offending someone.
Exactly. I'm sure I've offended a lot of people, and If I have, I apologize to anybody. But
I couldn't
I'm
believe you would offend anyone, Tish, ever.
I know.
Oh, no. I'm sure I do. But yeah, it's just like I'm peace out. I'm seal.
Peace out, Girl Scout. She gone.
Exactly.
I usually try to talk my way out and then adios.
Yep.
Start on something, tell it, and then start explaining that I'm leaving. See you later. Yep.
Linda, she said she wants to eat pie and cookies all the time. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, Lord.
That would be awesome.
That would be my perfect diet.
Linda, I think that's how I got to the shape I'm in, because that was my favorite things to eat too, you know.
And my mother loves to cook and bake stuff, and she sends so much stuff over here.
It's the best.
And when she gets to baking and making, you know, she's trying to give stuff to me and my brother and her neighbors and friends. But when we get our fair share of it, it's enough for us to dole out and hand it off to people.
Yeah.
They're like, Mom, we don't need that much stuff. I mean, we're not going to eat it all. But yeah,
it's only two of us.
It's only two of us. And then I try to, at some point, I do get full of snacks and cookies and I can't eat no more. So then they sit there and go to waste.
There's Dana Mason.
I appreciate it, but hey, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
But I try to make it easy on my mom too. Mom, don't put yourself out. You don't need to make that much.
But yeah. She can't help it.
She can't help it.
There's Piggy's Piddles.
Hey, Piggy. How are you and Elaine? Hope you folks had a happy new year.
Piggy and Elaine.
Yep. Piggy and Elaine.
Oh, Joe Jacobson said buttermilk pie is kind of like cheesecake. Some like it really well. Others won't ever like the taste. But I like cheesecake.
If it's like cheesecake, I might be kind of in.
It's somewhat like cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's somewhat like cheesecake. It's good stuff, though.
I must have had the store-bought ones because it did not taste like cheesecake to me.
Yeah.
The ones that you said aren't any good is the store-bought. But I like cheesecake.
Happy New Year to you, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. TNT Adventures.
Hi, Tracy.
Cora Phelps said she watched your shed video.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, there's Rainy Ridge.
Howdy, Rainy Ridge.
Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Yep.
Teeny, what's up?
And Jerry, Butler Family Farm. Jerry and Susan.
What's up, Jerry?
Susan.
Yeah, I actually, used to, I'd do all my mechanical work myself on my vehicles, but I just had an experience with a mobile mechanic. I needed to put in my truck front shocks or struts. Yeah, the core. And I thought, man, I didn't want to tackle it. And so I called this mobile mechanic guy to come out and put new struts on my truck. I didn't film any of this. I should have, but this young man, 25-year-old young man, came out to the house day before yesterday. And he was so very professional. He had all of his tools in his truck. It's the reason I chose him too. But he put my two struts on the front of my truck and went ahead and put the two shocks on the back. I already had the parts because I intended on doing it, but but he only charged me $280 to do that. And I thought that was really good. And
yeah.
That's not bad at all.
It wasn't bad at all.
My dad took his Toyota Tacoma to go get serviced, the oil change and everything, on the way back from his cancer treatment. So, and they charged him $185 to service his Toyota Tacoma. I said, Dad, just buy the filter and the oil next time and I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous,
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
This world and the money.
Just to change the oil?
Yeah.
Change the oil and the air filter and top off like the windshield washer fluid and check his antifreeze. That's all they did.
Yeah.
You could probably get all the parts for that for about $75, if that.
Yeah. Now, oil change for my Tundra, which is the V8, it's about $80 if I buy it and do it myself. And I do those things. I'll do the oils and the brakes and all of that stuff. But I couldn't beat that price to put shocks. I was like, man, come on. And man, rides so much better. That thing rides a whole lot. And I'm pushing, let's see, I just hit 270,000 miles on this truck.
I'm about 30,000 behind you with mine. So,
yep. And it doesn't burn oil, it doesn't leak oil, runs like a champ. And I'm hoping I'll have a 1,000,000-mile Tundra at some point.
I can't believe how much difference that service I did to the transmission of mine made. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah. And actually, Dale, I just did the same thing to mine not too long ago. Well, I didn't drop the pan. I thought I was going to change out one of the what do they call those solenoid valves in it. Because the
solenoid valve.
Yeah, because I was I started noticing a little shifting problem, and that was the whole purpose of me doing the fluid change. And so I thought, well, I had the code reader. I put it on. It was telling me that. And I was like, man, it can't be going bad. I've never abused this truck. And so I just opened the pan, drained the fluid, and then put fresh fluid in it, topped it off, and no more trouble for me either. But I could drop the pan and change it if I need to.
Yeah.
I would need a lift too, though. Rolling around on the floor.
That 4-post lift of my buddies. Like when he said, I started talking about that, and he goes, well, I have a 4-post lift. And I said, Sam, you have a what?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be right over.
Yeah.
I would love to have one.
When we went to Pinecone, it was throwing a code for the transmission.
It would throw a code every once in a while and say that, your gear indicator would leave. Like it didn't tell you that there was nothing.
It didn't say, it didn't say it was in 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Drive or anything.
It was gone.
And I found out the hard way one time, if you turn it off when that's going on, you don't start it.
It's not starting.
There's no starting it.
I think that's what happened when we were at Pinecone, because we had trouble starting it. And it might have thrown the code when we got there.
And we didn't know it because we were in such a hurry to, you know what I mean?
And then it may have threw the code and we turned it off, but we finally got it started. But yeah, it hasn't done that since he did the service.
And drive so much nicer.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
Do you carry a code reader and thing in your truck?
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, you can clear that code, but because it's a long story, but basically it won't power the computer for the truck, the whole ECU, the engine controller.
Mm-hmm.
It has to go through that part that I replaced on it in order to supply power to it. So it won't even power it up to even the code reader doesn't do anything other than tell you that code's bad,
Interesting.
That's
very interesting.
Yeah, these electronic
it's not to dish, obviously.
Yeah, these electronic stuff nowadays is one little hiccup somewhere in the line and cause the whole failure. Yep. It will.
You'll see my eyes glaze over here in a little bit because I've checked out too. So
you guys are kind of like when we start talking tractors or anything, you sound like Jennifer Ocean.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
She gone.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Linda Peterson said that you are you have great stories. You tell great stories and you sing. She sings. Wait, okay, let me just read it. Lori's Pepper Heaven is great. She tells stories, sings. She is a hoot. You're a hoot.
She does sing. We've heard her.
A hoot. Thank you, Linda.
Christy Betts is here. Sammy.
Sammy.
That was one of my first videos that for some reason, I don't know, I said something about, so what do I do next? Should I sing? And they said,
yeah.
Okay.
We started sending her requests in the chat. Yep. Actually, the one sitting next to me that everyone thinks is so nice and would never do anything, she was the instigator behind that. She's like, sing this, sing that.
Sing that. I know.
Virginia said she falls asleep during some lives.
I hope I don't put Virginia to sleep.
You put me to sleep sometimes.
Oh.
Did everyone get their Christmas cards?
No, I don't think so.
I got Christmas.
Yes,
we
Dana.
got a Christmas card from you, Dana.
Yeah.
We did. Thank you.
Yeah, see, we didn't even go on and do our Christmas cards that we received from everybody. We got a lot of cards too, didn't we?
We did.
Awesome, Linda. You can tell I ain't got my smart eyes on, so I can't see the chat over there where the computer's at. So
yeah, neither. I mean, I can barely see it over here on my side.
See, so Christy Betts said that it's hard to cook for one if you're used to cooking for a crowd. So that might be your mom.
Yeah, that
Plus,
is
your
true.
mom is so giving and loving, and she just loves to give. And
I'm surprised she's not in here somewhere.
Oh, Mammy.
Oh, Mammy. She might be lurking in the background.
Come on, we gotta hear it one
here.
time. Oh, Mammy.
Yeah. Oh, Mammy.
Lauren says she's throwing clay.
I can't.
So she can't chat.
What is she doing?
She's throwing clay. She got a potter's wheel for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So she's been working on her potter's wheel.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
There's Wanda Henry.
I haven't played with clay since I was in kindergarten, probably.
Hi, Wanda.
Yeah, I did that in high school. That's the last time I ever worked on a potter's wheel.
Yeah.
It is fun, though.
Clay reminds me too much of my former life as a mechanic, working in that old grease and all that kind of stuff. It feels the same to me. So
yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of greasy feeling.
There's one thing I want to do and try, and that's I've done it once before. I'd like to do it again. Is glass blowing.
Hi, Wanda.
Oh, I think glass blowing is one of those things that, like, so we made a Branson trip this last year, and
thank you, Lynn.
And we didn't go to Silver Dollar City, in Branson. But that's the only reason why I wanted to take Lisa there, is so I could go to the glass blowing shop and the blacksmith shop.
Oh, man.
That glass blowing to me, I'm just fascinated. I can watch those guys do that for hours.
Yeah.
I wonder if there used to be a place in Fort Worth that did that. I wonder if they're still around. That'd be something cool for us to go do.
Mm-hmm.
Go do a little glass blowing, make a little.
Oh, man. If I was close to Fort Worth, I'm headed to the stockyards, Billy Bob, Scoopers.
It's fun.
We went a while back. It's been a few years, but we just enjoyed walking up and down that strip right there, because they had so many people in their little bars singing,
live music. We just love every minute of that. And then Billy Bob's is such a history for old country music. And
there wasn't anyone playing in there that night that day that we went, but we just looking at it was just amazing.
Yes. I love it.
The stockyards and all of that is where she did too. We didn't know each other, but that was where I hung out all the time back in the late 80s and 90s, and we wore a Stockyard Exchange out and Billy Bob's and just the Cadillac and all of those up and down.
White Elephant, Cadillac,
Elephant, yep.
Yeah.
So fun.
That's where we hung out growing up, pretty much.
And then watching the rodeo there, like that building is so unique to set in and watch that rodeo. It's, you know, it's dated and yeah, a lot of people probably don't like that, but that's what's cool to it. About it to me, you know.
Yeah, same. I love it. I love the old feel, the old vibe. It does add to the experience for sure. I love that.
If you look
I didn't get to experience that, but Dale went with the school kids, didn't you?
Yeah,
when you went,
took a couple. I was a sponsor for a couple different youth, you know, like a college group and then a high school group, and we actually took them down there for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of explain to a bunch of parents that I was going to take them in the world's largest honky tonk.
I
bet. I've seen a lot of good shows there in Billy Bob's. I can tell you that too, of some good country music back down in there.
Yeah, they were going to have like Stoney LaRue and Co Wetzel like the weekend after. We went there with the college group, and all of the college kids were like, was like, Mr. Dale, can't we just stay here till next weekend?
If you look at that, my Facebook picture, my profile picture on Facebook, me sitting there with that clown. I'm actually in that old arena there in the stockyards, sitting with that.
Really?
Clown. Yep.
Cool.
Was there on bull night, and the clown was clowning around, and I was clowning around. He came up and sat next to me, and I was like, "Hey, man, let me get a picture with you right here." So
where was that?
You were at home. You didn't go with me that night.
What was really cool about when we went there because we took the high school group there to the rodeo, and what was really cool was the school that I teach at has a very decorated, well-known rodeo program for a JUCO, and in fact won the region last year again. And we were sitting there, and they got ready to start bucking horses, and they said, "So and so from Fort Scott Community College." All them kids were like, "Really? That's so cool!" You know?
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Man, that'd be cool. Y'all come down here again sometime. We'll all go down there to the stockyards.
Oh yeah,
that would be
fun. We used to go.
I love that barbecue restaurant just north of Billy Bob's there, the Cooper's or whatever it is. I love it.
Yeah, there's some around that are better than that though too. Actually,
I know that's what people tell me.
Yep,
but
there are some better joints around for sure. But yeah, that's a long time. And used to, I don't know if you knew this. If you ever heard of the Spaghetti Warehouse, up there on the hill of the stockyards, used to be old packing house. Armour and Swift used to be up there, and then they turned the office building after the packing plant moved out, but they turned it into the Spaghetti Warehouse,
and that's no longer there.
Yeah, it's no longer there either. But there's a lot of change going on up in that area right now. They're really pushing to turn it more towards a tourist, which it kind of is already. But I mean, they're making so much change up there in downtown Fort Worth. And
well, you know, the first time that we went there, like we didn't even know. It wasn't until the second time I went there that all those little like stores and shops were, you know, down the street past the rodeo arena and everything. I didn't even know they were all, you know, in there underneath all of that.
Yeah. Yep. It's fun. It is. I like going down there.
Yeah. And actually the train, they used to have a train, old steam engine that would run. It was called the Tarantula, that would run from Fort Worth to Dallas and back, kind of take a scenic route on an old steam engine.
That would be cool.
Oh, it was very cool. I don't know why they stopped doing that, but a lot of that down in there used to be pens for, you know, bringing in cattle and pigs for the packing house that was up there. That's where a lot of that's really kind of how Fort Worth became.
Christy Betts said her best friend's husband used to ride bulls and was a rodeo clown, and he has a lot of old injuries that has caused a lot of pain. What did you used to ride?
I did bulls and bareback.
You have a lot of old injuries and pain?
Well, not so much, because I got smart after the second and third time I was hurt pretty good.
Well, my old coworker, he was a pretty good bull rider in his day, and he had a twin brother. And I mean, he's 7 years younger than me, and he's had both of his hips replaced, shoulder surgery, back fused in 2 or 3 places. Yep. I mean, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, I did the high school rodeo and then really thought I was going to go PRCA, but after getting hurt, realized that wasn't for me. So
look at Joe Jacobson. He said last time he was near stockyards, he accidentally was in the Kansas City stockyards in his car in 1981.
Wow.
Yeah, those stockyards are gone, Joe. Yeah. It's kind of sad, really. You know,
it is sad. Very sad when they dismantle and take
that's
away
all
the country.
Yeah, they're moving that up by the
American Royal Complex. It's been there. I mean, we're talking forever.
Yeah.
Moving that up all by the moved out
NASCAR track.
By the NASCAR track and everything out into Kansas now. So it's no longer that downtown Kansas City where the Stockyard District was and everything.
Yeah.
But
that's one place we ought to go to Kansas sometime. Go up there and see what's happening. I've never been to Kansas.
Me either.
Dodge City's pretty cool if you're ever out west in the middle of where you can watch your dog run away for 3 weeks.
Dodge City has
go to
a lot
Dodge
of stuff.
City.
It's
They've got a really neat museum and Boot Hill Museum and everything there. I mean, it's really neat now.
Yeah, that would be cool. I could do that. Go check that out.
You got that right, Joe Jacobson. You know what? I was driving, so I get lost easy. And I was going or driving down somewhere downtown Fort Worth, which I hate because I'm directionally challenged in more ways than one. And I turned down this street. It was the wrong street to turn down. And then I called my boyfriend at the time. I was like, I'm lost. And he said, well, where are you at? I'll come get you. And I was like, I am lost. I don't know where I am. I don't know. But yeah, it was a really bad neighborhood. Yeah, it was terrible. I get lost even on the following the
GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did that in New York City once.
Oh,
that was
scary, huh?
That's one way.
Oh yeah.
But that was
one way. It was really scary.
To find her was with GPS, with tracking, so we'd know where each other was. And she'd say, "I'm lost," and I'd have to go on there and try to figure out where she was and tell her how to get out of there.
Are you sure that you two aren't related?
Could be.
Louis can get lost in the backyard.
Seriously, I mean, I don't know. Let me tell you this. I may have told you guys this before. When Mike and I were dating, I had to come clean with all my anxieties and just being a weirdo. I told him that we were in a new restaurant and I needed to go to the bathroom. And I said, I asked, wonder where the bathroom is. And so we asked the waiter or waitress and they told us and had to come clean with Pooch. I said, okay, so this is embarrassing, but I have to tell you that, and I think it's a form of just being anxious and not really paying attention, maybe ADD, I don't know. But I said, if I'm not back in, 5 minutes, come look for me because it was a big restaurant and I get lost really quick. So I have to count. I was counting the booths.
Right turn, left turn.
Yes. And I was like, okay, so so there's the bathroom way over there. And so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 booths. And then I'm going to take a right. So when I come back, I'm going to be taking a left. And I told him, and he was so sweet when we started dating, because I said, I'm serious. Like, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, you need to come look for me because I get lost. Serious. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
You're not like that now, though.
No, not too bad.
Your anxiety's not like it was then.
No, it's not like it was then. It was bad.
Yeah, well, Lisa and I had been together for 23 years and actually 25 years, but we've literally went to the same places over that 25 years with her sitting in the passenger seat. And one of those places we went, I was already there, and I called her and I said, "Hey, come and meet me here. I don't know how to get there." I'm like, we come here 7 or 8 times in a 6-month period. How do you not know how to get here? If I
don't physically do it myself, I don't know how to get
there. I had to give her step-by-step turns how to get to a place that we literally go to a dozen times a year for 25 years. I'm like, how do you just osmosis? You should know how to get there. I mean,
wow, I'm just the opposite. I sit next to Jerry when he's driving. I watch every turn, wherever he's going. I want to know how I'm going to get there or get back if I have to.
Mm-hmm. Wow, good for you, Lori, because I'm oblivious.
Me too. Me too.
Well, the reason why you're oblivious half the time is because you're catching flies over there.
Sometimes, yeah.
Exactly.
And I always take back roads for scenic routes. And
so do I.
She misses out on all of it.
I'm like, look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
And she's like,
what?
She's like, what? And she's like, why did you wake me up? I'm like, so you could see how pretty that was. Where? I said, it was a mile ago. There's nothing to see now.
Yeah.
We're going by it now.
I mean, because I'd rather take a back road than the interstate any day.
Oh, yeah.
And most of my trips, I go the back roads. Even coming to Pinecone Fest, we took back roads. But when we go down south to Fredericksburg or somewhere, there's in the Texas Hill Country, and I'll always take the back roads just so I can catch the views. But every time she's smooth out, I'm like, you're missing the beauty out here.
Yeah,
I have to be honest. Let me tell y'all this, that it's embarrassing and I'm a bit ashamed about it. Actually, I'm ashamed.
We're all friends here. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Right.
I didn't really understand or really notice or want or wasn't interested. That's the word. Wasn't interested in capturing the beauty of what was outside of the windows until I actually started dating Pooch, because we would drive places and he would say, look how beautiful that is. And I would look and I was like, it's a field. It's boring to me. Like, that's boring to me. What's so beautiful about a field? And it wasn't until he did start taking the scenic routes and we were still in that honeymoon phase where I wouldn't fall asleep. And I was awake. And
about that too.
He would say, look how beautiful.
The historical markers along the routes and all of that. Yeah. I'd always point them out to her.
He would. And until until the Lord got a hold of me and transformed me in only the way that he can do. Amen. I started realizing and sitting up and looking out and thinking, and actually sometimes tearing up, thinking, I've missed this for so many years because I was so caught up in myself, honestly, and what I was doing, which was either reading a book or taking a nap or on my phone and so I can even say that I've stepped outside of our back porch and looked at a sunset and start bawling and thinking, I've lost all this time. But I thank God for Pooch. He opened my eyes to that, and also praying about, please God, help me to see what he sees or what you've created. Help me open my eyes and my heart, my mind to taking it all in. But to be honest, in prior to or right when we first started dating, I really thought that's boring. It means nothing to me, and that's so sad.
Yeah.
That's so terrible, but now I love it. It's beautiful, and I do take it all in.
And now, and she appreciates living out here in the
I
country.
do
too.
appreciate it so much. I love living out here and stepping outside and seeing all the cattle, which I never would have said that before living in the city. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't really care, because
probably.
and not that city people don't
You were
care.
so used to living in the city.
You got the country in you, girl.
Yeah, a little bit of country. I do, and
You
just
get out in the country and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is so beautiful, and I like watching the dogs run up to the fence and they see the cows. And it's so different. It's changed my life for the better. It really has. And not that city people don't care, because I'm sure they do. I was just stuck in it.
Yeah.
Well,
I couldn't live in the city.
When my dad literally would just ask me to go out to Western Kansas, like I say, where you can watch your dog run away for 3 weeks. It's just grass as far as you could see, and to go pheasant hunting. And I'm like, why would anyone want to do that? And the first year I was huffing and puffing and I thought I was literally dying, which I still do that every time I go out there. But now I've got to the point, like I walk 20 or 30 steps and I just stand there and I'm just like, I get lost in the sea of grass watching those German short hair pointers just work. And then all of a sudden lock down, that foot up, and then this pheasant just comes up out of that grass. And it's just,
that's amazing.
I don't know how many times I've never even raised up my freedom stick to I just watch it. I'm just like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. You know,
it is.
I've told this story several times. My dad, he convinced me to go out there, and his dog is very good, young dog. And at that time, he was just a puppy, and Dad had him trained. The dog goes in, points, and I'm like, there's nothing there. It's just grass here. There's nothing there. This big old rooster gets up. Dad harvests the rooster. It falls. The dog's still standing there looking at that spot, and Dad says, fetch. Blitz goes and fetches, picks it up, brings it back, sits down next to Dad with it in his mouth, all proud, and just sits there until Dad says, give. And I'm like, my trip's over. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that was the neatest thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Wow. I have chills.
Yeah.
You know, that is amazing. That is amazing.
That's just like getting to go camping too, when you sit out at a lake or whatever.
Yes.
And you just soaking it in, you know.
Last year at Pinecone Fest, that was, you know, Pooch and I had that talk that last day. Like that Sunday morning, I got up and just sitting by the lake and reading the word and just lost in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. That was good too, Dale.
Oh, thank you.
So beautiful.
I don't even have to read anything. All I have to do is look around when I'm looking at that kind of stuff, and I'm off.
Yes. Yeah, Lori,
people would ask me, like, because I was a houndsman and I raccoon hunted all night long. They'd be like, how can you be out there in the dark all hours of the night? And I'm like, you turn off your light and you just listen to the night and you just get lost in the stars in the sky. There's no light pollution when you get out, you know, away from everything. You can just, the wonder of the sky, just get lost.
But it's all just an accident, you know? It just kind of come up out of the slime.
I tell you, the neatest thing, Lori, I don't know if you're using a webcam, but your camera follows and zooms in and stuff automatically. That is the neatest thing.
Yeah,
it is.
It does. I think it's in my settings. I have it to keep me in focus.
Good night,
Yeah.
Sam.
Not Sam.
It's cool. It follows you everywhere.
Night, Sammy.
Oh, it tracks
Yeah.
you. I didn't notice. I hadn't, but does it track when you move?
Yeah, move
It
around.
tracks when I move. Yeah. If I move back, it
Oh,
is back. If I move forward, if I move left, it goes a little bit that way.
Yeah.
What kind of webcam do you
It'll
have?
try to keep me in the center.
Hey, that's cool.
It's
What
in the
kind of-
camera settings, in the
In the computer?
in the computer itself.
Wow.
Really?
That's cool.
I'm gonna have to go look and see it. That's an
Yeah.
option.
You probably have it in your camera settings in the because if you have a laptop
Mhm.
with a camera in the laptop, it has camera settings, and if you go and you look for the camera in the apps and you click on it and you look for settings, and there's a place where you can have it keep you in focus, keep you in frame.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another setting where you can blur the background. I was using that for a while, but that was just driving me crazy.
Yeah.
And it has where you can keep, I don't know, keeps your eyes looking at the camera or some silly thing, and that's kind of funky too.
Huh.
But keeping you in focus, keeping you in frame, and it shows a square around you, and it tries to keep you in that square.
That's
That's
cool
neat.
that it tracks though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't
I
know
don't-
how it would work with two people, but I
Yeah.
imagine there's different ways you can set it
When
up.
both of you go opposite directions.
Malfunction.
Error. So Mom and Pa, Mike and Terry they weren't gonna go live tonight, huh?
No, well, that's what she said. She
Yeah, I
saw a
saw on the
post.
post. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy Betts says she and James were kind of chatting, and she said she would watch the lightning bugs on the mountain across from my grandparents. I love lightning bugs.
Oh yeah, we get them out here.
Oh, they are
sometimes.
beautiful.
Mhm.
They are so much fun to watch.
Yep, sure are. I like it when they show up out here. And we're out where we don't have a lot of light distortion. I mean, it's pitch black out here when it gets night.
Yeah. We don't even have a yard light.
Yeah.
So like when you look outside, it's
Dark.
the boogeyman's gonna come
Yeah.
get you.
Ours is like that.
Trees over around us, so it's kind of. I mean, you can't see the full sky, but yeah, it's beautiful.
Ours would be pitch black because we don't have a yard light, but I did put solar lights on the end of the house, and then I added those porch lights on the shop porch because I'd like to see what's going on if I do hear dogs barking and make sure somebody.
Yeah, we got the porch light, and I did have a couple solar lights on my barns.
Yeah, the motion censored ones.
Yeah,
but they're 7 years old, and I think I finally
they're
found
dead
their
now.
life expectancy.
Yeah,
They were just $17 ones. They were. But
that's what I've got
They
on the
start
house.
fading out after a while.
Yeah,
I probably ought to upgrade soon too, actually, but that's all we have out here.
Yeah.
But I love and just like the fireworks show, we don't need to go nowhere to watch fireworks. We can watch it all around us.
Oh, that's us. Every 4th of July, it's you can see every town for 40 miles. You can see their fireworks.
Yep.
Because it's all flat.
Yep.
We're not that flat.
We're up on top of a hill.
But we're on top of a hill, so
that helps.
We're in the part of Kansas that's actually
Has
basically
hills.
the foothills of the Ozarks still,
It's
still kind of hilly here, but that's why I say western Kansas. So like Wichita west,
30 miles west of us, and it starts to get flatter.
and then you get into the Flint Hills, and they're big hills, like big hills.
Yeah.
And then after the Flint Hills, it's just pancake flat until you get to the Rockies.
Yeah.
You know,
we got a slight hill to the west of us, so it's cool to see the sunset over that way.
And all the cattle there too.
Yeah. And it's pretty flat and wide open out here. You're out on the highway. All you see is prairie land and stuff. But man, is it encroaching on us? All the building coming up from I hate that, but
I hate it.
Yeah.
They want to take 40,000 acres out of the middle of our county and put industrial solar panels all over it.
Oh.
So
that would suck.
Oh, Christy Betts said it was different getting used to the pitch dark when she first got there, especially when the second night there, she heard a mountain lion scream.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
That is very scary. And then James Hall said he doesn't know about y'all, but there were knuckleheads shooting guns at midnight. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord. There was all kinds of semi-automatics and crap going off out around here.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
It's very stupid.
It is.
You start
I'm going to tell you this. Rainy, when Tina says they got hills, Tina's not joking. Like, they
don't have any flat land.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is around here too. There's hills everywhere.
Huh?
Like they are in the heart of the Ozarks where they're at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, that will definitely outdo this. We're not quite in the mountains, but further west, it's only about 30 or 40 miles west. There is one mountain here in sort of western central Massachusetts, Mount Wachusett. And then further west is the Berkshires. So we do have some mountains, and up north, once you hit the Vermont and New Hampshire lines, they each have a mountain range. The Green Mountains in Vermont and the White Mountains in New Hampshire.
Yup. And we're clicking on up in the time too. It's almost time for Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I hate that we've taken up
another 20 minutes.
Didn't feel like coming up. Nana,
I'm glad y'all all came up. Lori, it's nice to meet
you. Got up here.
Well, we appreciate y'all coming up.
Absolutely. It's so much fun to get to chat with everybody. And
yeah, so we've never really put a link for people to come up when we're on our lives, but we've thought about it quite a bit. So I like it.
Having us up.
I'm glad y'all came up.
Me too. And you too, Lori. It's good to get to see you and meet you. Now I know that I can pop on other lives and possibly you might be there and singing and
I just love it. I love because I've seen Lori and chat basically since we started, and now I get to put a face with Lori. And then Joe Jacobson, he's been on live quite a bit.
Yeah.
So you get to see him.
Nice.
That's one thing I love about doing lives is being able to see, put a face to the people that are in chat.
Yes.
You're reading them all the time, but you have to try and think, I wonder what they look like.
Yeah, exactly.
We may have to start doing this more often.
Heck yeah. Look at that. Dana Mason said they cooked turnip greens, black-eyed peas, and ham and bacon.
Ooh.
We had ham and beans and but no turnip greens here.
No.
We had cabbage and black-eyed peas and sausage.
Cabbage.
Oh man, yeah. I do too.
We had
Joe, you'll have to come up here.
Leftover Chinese food.
Yeah.
Well, anytime I would be happy to come up.
Absolutely, Lori. Well, you're welcome anytime, Lori. Anybody's welcome anytime. And we love y'all, and we hope and pray that everyone has a blessed and healthy, happy, joyful new year. I pray especially for those families who unfortunately lost loved ones in New Orleans from the person that drove down. I just this world, I don't know, but I pray for those
saw that.
Yeah,
I saw the story, but I didn't watch the video because I didn't.
Did you find out that they're finding out that it's?
They're finding out it was an ISIS attack, is what I'm hearing.
Well, he had an ISIS flag on his
and
truck.
then there was other explosives in his truck too.
Yeah, and the guy was a former United States. Well, he's a veteran.
Yeah,
he was in the United States military, but he was out of Houston, of all things.
Mm.
But just crazy stuff in the world going on, and what we face overseas, and there's no telling what we're going to witness in the coming year or two. So it's crazy.
It is
getting worse all the time.
It is getting worse all the time. And
Dana's got all of the meaning for all of the food that she cooked, and I hadn't heard that statement.
What?
Who?
Dana.
Was
put in there.
Greens for money.
Greens for cash. Something for something
Black-eyed peas for coins, and porn to push through the new year? What?
Huh.
I will not be watching any porn.
I'm not doing that.
I hope not.
Oh, no.
I think that might have been a miss.
Porn, she might have mistyped that.
Oh, no.
But I did. So the old wives' tale that we were told years ago, and this was actually by my grandma that we went to her birthday today. She told us, this has been 20 years ago. She said, "You never eat chicken on New Year's," and like, what, Grandma? She's like, "No, you don't eat chicken on New Year's." She said, "You need to watch what chickens do. They scratch backwards, so they're always going backwards, and you don't want to go backwards
in the New Year."
She said, "You always want to eat something that goes forward, like pork or beef or something like that." I'm like,
that's superstitious.
Interesting. Oh, okay. So she said it was pork.
Sure, Dana.
Oh gosh, that was
Dana.
I'm telling you, people, you need to turn off your autocorrect because artificial intelligence is stupid.
It
is. That's hilarious. What a great way to end the show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. We love y'all. And again, praying for everyone to have a great
We love you guys.
New Year for sure. Joe.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Oh, whoa, Joe, whoa.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like Dana.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We love you, Dana.
Very much so. Appreciate you folks coming up with us tonight, and hope y'all all have a blessed upcoming 2025. And
absolutely,
you too.
I'm sure we'll see y'all in y'all's lives coming up, and we'll be back next Wednesday too.
That's right. Well, let's go and hop on over and check Brian out here in a few minutes on the Vineyard Farmhouse.
Yeah, you got just enough time to go to the outhouse.
That's right.
Yep, we do.
That's true.
That is true.
Night, y'all.
All right. Good night, guys. We love y'all.
Good night, everybody. Love you all. God bless.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yee.